Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be talking to you about Amazon PPC setup. Normally I like to keep my videos pretty high level. This is going to be for people who either have campaigns they're really not happy with and are ready for a fresh start, or for those of us who haven't even set up any Amazon PPC campaigns. Going to keep it really value packed. It's going to keep it like 5 minutes flat. It's going to be really useful for you guys. Check it out, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. So we're here, we're going to start in the advertising UI. We're going to begin by creating the proper portfolios. Depending on how many products you have, it's going to change the amount of portfolios you create. I like to do one per product group. You can set it up however you want, but this to me keeps things simple. So we'd go through here, click create a portfolio. I also like one little trick I do. You can't see it because it's going to be grayed out, but I do the product name and then I do the desired ACOS threshold right here next to it in sort of brackets. That helps me keep everything articulated in my own mind as to what kind of ACOS I'm trying to hit. If you know that off the top of your head, if you're just solo managing it, you don't have to put it, but it makes things look nice. I like it. So I'm going to do one portfolio per product group. I'm going to go ahead and these should have no campaigns in them, obviously, since you're starting. So the structure that we're going to set up is going to be one automatic campaign, one, I call it a research campaign. So that's going to be either broad or phrase match. I like to use phrase match. You can use broad match if you want. I suggest just using phrase match. It keeps things simpler. And then one exact match campaign. So we're going to start sponsor product. And then the naming convention, I like to do product name. If you have multiple brands that are all within the same Seller Central account, you can do brand name then product name. But if we're doing product name, we can start with that. So let's say hypothetically we're doing an eco-friendly water bottle. So this would be like eco bottle dash SP dash auto. Keep things simple. No end date, daily budget. I like to keep it low at first and then bump it up. So depending on your budget, you can change this, but I feel like a $10 a day, it helps prevent you from overspending and blowing out, or just dumping a lot of money into something that isn't productive. So I like to start at 10, move that up if you're seeing good sales amounts. It's hard not to mess with my hair and appearance when I've got like this little screen right here. So dynamic bids down only. Ad group name, I like to name it the exact same thing as the campaign name. So I'd go eco bottle dash SP dash automatic. You'd select the product. This, of course, is all going to be grayed out. And then based off the product price, I like to set it roughly in the area of, like if this was a $20 product, I just do this at $1 or so. That might even be too much. It totally depends on how confident. If this is a brand new product, if anything, you might want to drop that lower. So you might even want to divide that by 25 or something. So right now the suggested default bid is at 75 cents. That's probably pretty close. You can also use Amazon suggested bid to get you like a number that seems reasonable. For automatic bids, I never use Amazon suggested bid. So I'm just going to leave this. We're assuming this is $20. I feel pretty confident about the product. So I'm going to just keep this at 75 cents since that's roughly the product price divided by 20 plus a little wiggle room. So we just go ahead and launch that. So that would be your first campaign you would create. The next one, so we're assuming that we created that one. Next one you're going to do is your research. So just pin the end with research, same daily budget, except this time I'm going to choose manual targeting, down only, change the ad group name. We're keeping that same product, that same $20 item. So we're going to do keyword targeting. And so what you're going to do is, what I like to do at least, if you know your brand pretty well, and it depends on the brand recognition. If you have a pretty strong Instagram presence, or you've got some TikTok fame, or you've got a really cool Pinterest post that is getting a lot of traffic, you can count on at least some brand traffic. So you can you can layer that in. So I could put an eco bottle, one word I might do, so eco bottle without a space. Then what you can do, so I'd add those. Yep, so it doesn't have a suggested bid. I'd like to do it divided by 20 with some wiggle room, but it's so that falls right at 75 cents. But if this was a $50 item, you might move that closer to $2. And then what you can do is you can look at the suggested items. So let's say these will most likely all be grayed out for the sake of protecting the product that I'm using as an example. But if this was eco-friendly water bottle, an earth-friendly water bottle, and water bottle no plastic, and stainless steel eco-friendly water bottle, like let's say you comb through this list and find all the ones that are really, really specific. If anything, your brand keywords plus your non-brand should add up to, probably like as many brand keywords as you want, but I would say no more than 5 to 10 non-brand keywords starting out. You don't know how well it's going to perform, so keep it reasonable. I have this all doing the suggested bid. You don't have to do that. In fact, I would advise against it. So these are all in the 1.5 range, but we want to keep it thrifty at first. So I would just bump these all back down to close to 0.75 and then just move them up slowly over time. So we'd launch that. But before we get rid of it, you could just open up like an email or a Google Doc and then just save all these keywords into one list. And then what you would do is you'd go create one. There's research. I call this one performance. This would be our last campaign. Make sure it goes to, I didn't show you guys this, but you would make sure that it would go to the right portfolio. Keep the same daily budget, manual targeting, bids down. Change the ad group so that it is in the same naming convention. And then you could just go and enter list. You could change this to custom bid. I'm going to do that 0.75 that I was talking about. And then you could just drop in from the document you created. You could just drop in all those keywords and then click add keywords. And then there you go. That is, you've essentially got your most powerful advertising types all created all at once really, really quickly. I mean, how long did that take you? So moving forward with this, you now have $30 a day roughly for that product group that you'd be spending. If it's hitting it quickly, like I like to check in if you create ads just very, very briefly, like usually at least once a day for the first couple of weeks, but I don't like to change things for at least a week. I just like to see how it's going. If you're getting sales and you need to move those budgets up, like don't stop yourself from making those sales. But besides that, you can create a fairly effective sponsor product campaign for your product just right there off the bat. Sponsored product ads are the best for return's sake and for understanding how the market reacts to your product that you're launching or that you have launched, so you just haven't gotten the PPC quite right. So yeah, that's all you need to do.
I hope that video was helpful. I hope that you were able to get some value out of it. Once again, if you could do us a huge favor and like and subscribe, that would be amazing. We're putting out a lot of really, really good content to help both people who are looking specifically for PPC help and people who are looking for Amazon help, just in general. We're a bunch of experts. We know what we're talking about, and we produce good stuff. So please check us out. You won't regret it. Check the link in the bio for a lot of other good downloadable content. These are PDFs, teach you everything you need to know about Amazon. And if you'd rather just have us take care of everything, please feel free to reach out through the sunkenstone.com website. We know how to handle an Amazon PPC account front to back, so you'll be in good hands. And with that, happy optimizing, everyone. If you want more tips on how to reduce your ACoS, check out this video. It's our 7 tips to reduce campaign-wide ACoS. Really helpful stuff. You could be saving thousands of dollars just from that video view alone. And with that, happy optimizing, everyone.